Check the link in this video description, and you'll find tickets there, or go to Ted Jones World on Instagram, and you can find tickets there as well. What's up? We got my sister here today on the Ted Jones World couch. You know what? I don't want you to be nervous at all.
I'm so nervous.
Do you need to smoke a little bit of weed before
No,
you come here?
I won't be able to say anything.
You'll lose thoughts.
But my hand, or this hand...
You clammy?
Is
Put
really
the microphone
clammy.
a little bit up
Really
close
clammy.
to your mouth a little bit. But you know what? Chloe's been wanting to come on here for a very long time, and here you are. Your dream has come true.
I know. I feel like a lot more nervous than I thought I'd be.
Yeah.
My voice is kind of shot, so I'm a little insecure.
Why, were you partying this weekend or what?
I was partying really hard.
On Friday night or Saturday night?
Friday night. Saturday night, I was like,
Sunday.
didn't want to go out at all, and then I felt like I had to, and so I went to Brooklyn, and it was just, I was there till 3 a.m. and I didn't want to be there.
Where in Brooklyn did you go? And it was on Friday.
We pre-gamed at Katie's.
My other sister number 2, or actually sister number 1, rather. Actually, she was the first sister. Your sister number 2, but in no particular order.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Wow.
Yes. And then we went to. Yeah,
I just
you have
recently found
sauce.
hot sauce all over my sweatshirt here. And this is crazy. I only got 6 of these, and 2 of them now have stains. But I don't want to get
hot sauce stains.
Maybe the other one might be hot sauce. But I don't want to give it to the dry cleaner people or the wash people, because sometimes they'll
just put it in the wash. It'll come out.
Yeah, but they'll put my whites with other colors, so then it'll stain.
Oh, you take all of your laundry to the dry cleaner.
So I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll have to come to your house.
Wait, did you just say that will stain other clothes? Is that what you said?
I'll get it bleached. What?
Did you say that's going to stain other clothing?
No, other clothing will stain this. It's happened before. It's happened before.
Well, you're mixing. Are you mixing a new red shirt with your white?
I'm sure they are, because they use cold water. Okay, go ahead. What are you doing on Friday?
I don't even remember. I went to a party at an apartment.
Elbow, hot sauce elbow. Sorry,
yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
I went to not a birthday party, just a regular.
Say Burger King.
Oh
Sorry,
wait, this is Friday or Saturday? We're talking about
Saturday night.
Friday was fun. Friday was fun. Okay.
Brooklyn.
Ooh. Okay. No, Saturday was Brooklyn. Friday I went to.
I thought you didn't go out.
No, I went out. Friday I went to some bar. For a birthday party, and then we went to this other place called Pulqueria.
Oh yeah,
right. I told you about this, kinda.
And that name sounds like a pulled pork sandwich every time I hear that name.
It's not.
So what?
It's not.
It's a bar.
It's a restaurant. I think it's like a Mexican restaurant that is also like a bar, like a dancing bar.
Yeah.
And like was my favorite place in the city. Like.
Wow. Interesting.
Okay, but it closed during COVID.
Okay.
And
Makes
then
sense.
right, and then it like my friend Raph called me a couple weeks ago and was like, I just saw Pulqueria on Open Table or whatever. So we decided to go.
It's a restaurant and a dance
Yeah,
floor?
I've never eaten there though. We went there and it was the worst time ever.
Stop.
It was
Friday. It was terrible.
So and like we waited outside. We waited there for like 5 minutes, and we decided we didn't want to wait in the line, so we went to the bar next door until like the line died down. And then we went back, and the bouncer was like, "Yeah, you still gotta wait." So we waited because we were like really determined to get in there. We got in, and there were literally 5 people, and I was like, "What the? Can I curse?"
Interesting. Yeah, you.
What the heck?
Curse. Yeah.
And it was really, really disappointing. I'm still going to go back.
Okay, well, I'm looking here. It's in Chinatown, correct?
Yeah, it's on Mott Street.
It looks like kind of a, as you'd say, vibey kind of place.
It's vibey,
but it says,
for sure.
It has 2 of those dollar signs. Do you know what I'm referring to when Google says, how many dollar signs it is?
Yeah,
That's a solid amount of dollar signs, I'd say. $30 and under. So it's a Mexican cantina, trendy. And it's good for groups.
You can't really like look.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it says it has like a dining room for 15 people. You said you almost you had your birthday here almost.
But not for dinner. Like we were going to do a whole thing.
So there's a dance floor and then like a separate.
And the dance floor was closed off for renovation too. Like it was a whole fucking.
It says it's kind of like La Esquina, which kind of has the downstairs.
Sure, but like nothing compares to pre-COVID Pulqueria.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll get it back soon. We'll get it back.
When was that last place that you went to for your birthday? It was years ago.
It wasn't
high school? It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
When my
Pulqueria
18th
or
birthday
the
was
other one.
a delicatessen, and I had like 20 of my friends.
It looked lit.
Yeah, Actually, it wasn't. Or I don't remember.
wasn't?
I like accidentally said I was 18, and so they didn't let me drink.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I remember that
But
story.
they let all my
you
friends
walked
drink.
right in, and they were like, "Oh, let me see your IDs. Happy birthday!" And
Yeah.
you're like, "I'm 18."
I said it to my
And
friends. I was
blew
like,
it
I'm
for
finally
everyone behind you.
18.
That's insane.
No,
You said
I
that.
didn't
That's
blow
out
it
of
for
a
everyone.
movie.
I only blew it. Well, everyone was like, "What
finally
the fuck?"
18.
Yeah, it was
You
so
said it on
stupid.
someone's story or something.
Yeah,
finally
Snapchat.
18.
Yeah.
Oh, Snapchat stories used to be a big thing.
I
Now
guess.
Snapchat is like dead.
I don't have Snapchat. I deleted Snapchat like 2 years ago.
Interesting.
Do you want to know why I
could
deleted
potentially.
Snapchat?
The only Snapchats I get are from one of my buddies who just sends me chugging videos all the time.
I deleted Snapchat in college, like sophomore year for like a year.
Wow.
I don't like people trying to communicate with me on Snapchat. If you want to talk to me, text me.
Because you can also see all the action that's going on Snapchat when somebody opens it, and then like they have those little eyes pop up when you're typing on Snapchat.
I don't
and then
even
you
know.
go behind the. Oh, this is
Is
more
that-
recent than 5 years ago. I feel like within the last like 2.5 years, when somebody's typing, it'll show the person's head when you're typing.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, so Snapchat was like BBM. Do you remember having BlackBerry
Yes.
Messenger?
I had BBM until junior year of high school.
That was like I remember that was like the first time that people were really connected. You know, people had AOL, which is like
iChat.
AIM.
AIM.
No, but it was AIM before
AIM
iChat.
and iChat are the same thing.
No, America Instant Messenger.
America?
Yeah, American Online Instant
I don't-
Messenger is AIM.
America?
Yeah.
Fact check. What's AOL stand for?
America Online. So it's America
Really?
Instant Messenger. I'm pretty sure.
Should I Google
Yeah,
it?
you should Google it.
Wait,
but
can I tell-
my name on AIM was Pickleman1234, and I spelled Pickleman wrong. I didn't mean to spell Pickleman wrong, but I ended up spelling it PICKELMAN. And pickle is one of those words in English, guys, that is tough to spell with the LE. So it was like pickle.
Sure.
I should have said pickle, man. That was like how you actually spell it.
Yeah,
Though,
PICKLE.
Stuff like that. You looking it up
Yeah,
there?
it's taking a long time. It's
You need the Wi-Fi password.
AOL Instant Messenger is
Yeah,
AIM.
exactly. I just said
You
that.
said American
AIM.
Instant Messenger.
No, yeah, American,
Okay.
which is American Online, American
but it's
Instant Messenger.
AOL Instant Messenger.
What do you think AIM stands for? What do you think?
AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh, instead of American
Loophole.
Instant Messenger?
AOL.
I guess so, but it's America's online version of Instant
Okay.
Messenger. And
Yeah,
then
America
grandmother
Online is
used
AOL.
MSN. And the thing was,
I don't know what
in
MSN
the
is.
beginning of like AOL, and when you check news or MSN, those websites, there would be like an easy parental restriction that like wouldn't let you click on certain articles, like reading the news and stuff. So I guess mom and dad up until
Wait, what is
I was, like,
MSN?
this is like MSN.com. I still sometimes read articles from them before. It's like, I don't know. Can we look up this one? It's like Microsoft News, MSN, something like
literally
that.
never
Yes,
heard of it.
MSN. And then they have like MSNBC, stuff like
Oh,
that.
oh.
What does that stand
Okay.
for? No. Maybe that's
Okay,
different.
should we
Shit.
cut that
I
part
think that's
out?
different, Yeah, we're cutting this.
Wait, MSN.
No, but then with the parental
Whatever.
controls on AOL, I remember I always used to go to my buddy Adam's house, and his parents didn't put the parental controls on the website on AOL.
Mom
so,
and
like,
dad
we
did
can go
parental
to-
controls.
We can go to
shocked.
like sports websites and check out the fighting and the WWE, which like I wasn't allowed to watch.
World
but
World Star?
I had yeah, or like E-bombs.
WorldStar.com.
Yeah, remember that was back in the day.
Yeah, now it's just Instagram.
I'd have to go like crafty ways, and then I go on grandmother's computer to look at WWF stuff. It was crazy. The distance I went to watch pro wrestling. It was like fake wrestling.
Yeah,
You know
I
how
never-
It's called the WWE now, the Worldwide
Sure.
Entertainment. You know that one?
Sure.
You know, beef with me on that one or
No,
not?
no, you're good.
Acronym's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Worldwide Wrestling Federation, but they had to change it. So it used to be the WWF, and they had to change it to WWE because of the World Wildlife Fund.
Yeah, see, like,
Which is interesting.
interesting. That is
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
That's a good fact.
And that's why I became a vegan.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm JK.
No,
I'm just playing.
I never, well, first of all, I'm 5.5 years younger than you.
Sure.
And I also am a girl.
Don't age yourself.
Sorry.
but go
And I
ahead.
also am not going to say that I'm a
What,
girl.
you're a girl?
Yeah, I am a
Should
girl.
we cut
but-
that part out?
Yeah, we should
too?
cut that too. But I am I identify as female.
Sure. We call you she and
Right.
her.
Right.
Right.
And so I'm not into that.
What, wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, they have girl wrestlers.
Well, actually, this is funny. You used to do the rock. What was the rock bottom? The rock bottom on me and Katie.
I would. It was just called rock bottom. So I'd use my
Yeah.
sisters as wrestling props.
You would
That's
slam us
probably
down on
how
the ground
that-
or on
yeah,
the
dude,
bed.
the
not
walls
the
of
ground.
Jericho. the people's elbow, the rock bottom.
Yes.
The Rock was probably my favorite wrestler.
Yeah. We know, yeah.
But that was a fun time in my life.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I bet. I just be doing wrestling moves on my sister because I didn't have a younger brother to do it on. I would have done it on him.
You tortured us.
If you didn't eat the younger brother you were supposed to have. Can we talk about that?
Sure, we can.
Yeah, Chloe was a twin and she ate her brother. Right? Or was it a girl? Was it a twin sister?
It was
a
a twin.
We don't know.
It was a twin, but it was way too soon.
So you had an abortion.
I had an abortion.
Kind of because you ate your twin.
No,
What's it called? You you incepted him?
What's that word when you absorb?
Yeah,
but no, that actually didn't happen.
How
I think
did it
I kicked him out. I think I was the stronger one.
Whoa. So you know how they say your chances of being born are like 1 in 400 million? Do you think yours was like 1 in 800 trillion?
Yeah, and that's why
trillion,
literally I'm so powerful.
So right now, my sister Chloe here is working at a jeans company. You're making jeans, right? On the factory line. Describe your job because I don't really know a lot about it.
I'm in sales. Yeah. I work for a small denim line.
So, and then you had that girl come in, was modeling jeans, and you told me to DM her, which I did. Unwillingly. Not unwillingly.
Unwillingly, for sure. You called me and said, what should I say?
No, because you told me to DM her.
Right.
Anyway, so I DM'd this girl.
I had a photo shoot
and then I didn't hear back.
No.
And then
you
Chloe
should give
saw
more
her
context.
like 2 weeks later.
I had a photo shoot with this girl, and she was really just great, so sweet, beautiful,
why
vegan.
Would I need to know this if she wasn't gonna respond?
And I was talking to her like the whole day I was with her, and she's like really, really popular. And she was telling me about how she was like having problems with her on again, off again celeb boyfriend, and he was just really unimpressive and like.
Like, I'm sure even if she did see it, she would have pretended like she didn't see it.
Right,
so,
but I still feel like a freaking loser.
Well, I was the one who DM'd her.
I
and
know,
didn't get
but
a
like
response.
I'm
How do you feel like
because
a
I'm like the
loser?
weirdo who like thought she was so cool all day and then like texted my brother on the sideline. She was like asking me about Beyond Sushi. I was like, don't get it. It's not great.
Beyond Sushi being a restaurant,
right? The vegan sushi restaurant that isn't good. It could be so good and it's not.
It's alright. We don't have to shit on them here. It's a nice vegan place.
Sorry.
Like the amount of times I'm like, we'll cut that. I'm not even cutting those parts. Okay. We're just cutting the other parts.
We are cutting the other parts?
No, we're not. We're only cutting parts that are actually bad. So don't worry about it. Chloe, very nervous here.
You and I. We are both doing it together.
You and I. We're sitting down after this and cutting.
Right. I am really nervous. It's weird. Really? I'm actually not that nervous anymore.
How was your friend's house the other night? Didn't you go over to Stacy's house? Stacy and Rief.
JC?
The other day, yes.
Saturday,
JC. I call her Stacy. It's her birthday this weekend.
Tomorrow.
Whatever. Like, pin the tail on the donkey. I haven't played that game in too long.
Pinata.
No, I meant pinata. That's what I meant. That's crazy that I just confused those two. Both fun.
Both really fun.
Good time.
Both really fun.
Good time.
Yeah, very, very, very good time.
Yes.
No, but that's a really good idea, and maybe I should bring that.
But like, you're not. I mean, you're not.
When's this
renting out the
episode
bar.
coming
it's just
out?
happening. This is today is Thursday. What,
Wait, today is Thursday?
Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is your friend JC's party.
Can I tell you what I got JC?
Yeah.
Actually, it's not important, but she keeps losing this freaking bracelet that's like $300. She's lost it twice.
Like a Michael Kors bracelet?
And, yeah, it's Michael Kors. And it's so pretty, and she loves it, but she keeps losing it, and so I bought her another one.
This is the third one she's had?
The third one.
So,
but I know she's going to be really happy. I'll give it to her.
I may have actually
2 days
been
ago.
there when she lost one of them.
She's lost 3.
Well, she's lost 3 or
different
2?
kinds of bracelets.
3 different kinds.
And two out of the 3 times I found
actually,
them.
JC made me this bracelet. If you guys can see here on the Ted Jones World YouTube channel, she made me this bracelet like it was probably like almost a month, maybe like 3 weeks ago.
A month ago.
And it's
Labor Day.
It's been on my wrist since then. I'm actually pretty surprised it has stayed. And if it doesn't stay, that would be a jam because then it'll get loose.
I have one, and actually yesterday she goes, "When are you gonna take that off, fucking bitch?"
Wait, she made it for you too?
I
or
made
you
it.
made that one,
and I like it, but it is losing its color. Is yours?
I don't kinda, yeah.
You know what I want to talk about?
It's red, pink, and blue, like the United States flag.
I have something I want to talk about.
What's that?
I want to talk about Gabby Petito.
Interesting.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I just want to talk about it.
Okay, so you think Brian Laundrie is committed suicide somewhere?
No.
I think so.
Really?
Or he left the country. But I mean, those are two.
He can't leave the country. He's like people are looking for her.
Yeah, but people weren't looking for him for like 10 days at least.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he had
then they would have record of him on a flight though. They would have known. They would. Yeah, he didn't.
I mean, if you have 10 days and you're under a lot of pressure, you can kind of maybe figure out how you're going to get a fake ID.
So you think he did it?
You need a passport.
Fake ID.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to talk about in regard to this case? Because she was found, her remains were found, and now the boyfriend can't be found. So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I just want to know if you think. I guess.
I think that he ultimately killed her, and I think he killed himself along the way somewhere.
Okay. I think
he's
they
on the
got
move.
in a little fight.
A big fight.
And he killed her accidentally.
A lot of little fights. Yeah.
Yes, but I think he killed her accidentally, and he's bugging and he's
Sure.
hiding. I don't think he killed himself.
Sure. I asked producer Pat, who was on the couch the other episode, I asked him what he would do if his son came up to him and was like, I killed my girlfriend. What would you do? Or if you were Brian Landry, what would you have done in that situation? Let's say
not killed my girlfriend. But...
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
I'm
saying,
sorry.
what if
Okay,
you did?
sorry. That's an annoying answer.
Inconveniently.
Okay, like
if you did.
Shit, I pushed her and
If
she
you,
fell
you know
and
what,
she hit her
actually,
head.
if you were seeing a guy and you guys were in a
he
fight and he was like freaking choke you, I'd kill him if you were choking her. Just saying hypothetically. But then you got the kitchen knife and you freaking gut checked him.
I would
like
immediately call the cops and be like, I just out of self-defense killed my boyfriend. I mean, that's what I'd like to think. I don't know.
But
in
let's
panic.
say you didn't. You freaked out. You panicked. You came home. You told mom and dad. What would you expect them to do? You told them both.
Well,
and you sat down.
dad would have a panic attack and start crying and be like, "What did you do? Oh my god!" Like when we thought I had COVID, that's how he would react.
Oh my god! Let's talk about that on a lighter note. Not even on. Okay, a little bit.
It's lighter. I didn't have COVID.
So we were in Miami. I guess this was for New Year's last year.
No,
Dad
right before
lives
New Year's.
down there for a little bit. So right before New Year's, everybody going down to Florida, you hear that's the hot spot of COVID. The last thing you want to do is get COVID. So we're all very diligent. Any dinners that we had, mind you, this was like, what? This was probably almost a year into COVID. So people were kind of learning to live with COVID. Always
December
wear
2020.
masks. Right. Always wear masks. And anytime you'd go out to eat, whatever it is, you want to be in a warm environment, they say, and like a lot of air surrounding you, whatever. So the only places that we went when we were down there, because I was down there probably for like a week. We were both down there for a week. And the only place we would go is if we were going to go to a pool or we were going to go to the beach. Those are like the only two places we went. And then besides that, it was in my dad's apartment and then maybe at a restaurant, something like that.
But that's where I think, I didn't, okay. I'll just tell the story. It was me, Ted, Dad, and JC.
Yeah.
And where were we?
Whatever.
We were at a trendy restaurant. And like, I swear we were the only people in Miami that cared about COVID, like didn't want COVID. And we sat down and you were like, Chloe, your mask is on the ground. And I looked down and I was like, oh, like there was like a kind of crumble.
God, you think this is how you got it?
No, but I didn't get it. But like there was a crumbled mask on the ground, like between our chairs. And I picked it up and put it in my pocket. And then we left and I put the mask on and we walked home. And then I was like a little drunk and I got home and I went to the bathroom and I took the mask out of my pocket and threw it in the trash in the bathroom. And then I went to the bathroom, walked outside, went into my room where JC was. And as I'm getting dressed, I find another mask in my pocket. And since I was drunk, I was like, like, did I not throw that out?
Yeah.
But I kind of started panicking because I was like, I have 2 masks in my pocket. And then I just immediately was like, was that mask on the ground not mine?
Yeah.
And so I went to the bathroom. I was like, no, I just didn't throw out my mask. And turns out I did throw out my mask. And so I had 2 in my pocket.
So the one you picked up off the ground wasn't yours?
Was not mine, but it may have been yours because you didn't remember if you had taken multiple masks with you. Or it could have been a random person's and I was wearing some random person's mask.
Yeah, which is most likely.
And then on Christmas Day, JC and I went to get tested and then the next day or 2 days later, we're sitting on the balcony. You're over there. Dad's in the middle, kind of, and me and JC over here. We're like drinking Aperol Spritz. I'm like taking a photo of my drink, like with the view. I'm like, vibes. Last day in Miami vibes. And I get a phone call, and the second I get this phone call, I don't say anything to anyone. I'm like thinking to myself, like, oh my god.
What? It was a phone call or was it a text? Because
it was a phone call, and I saw it, and it just said like wherever in Miami, in Florida, and I thought to myself like, oh my god, I have COVID. Like this random number is calling me. I have COVID. I don't say anything to anyone. I answer it, and I'm like, I blocked out. But all I remember is she goes, Chloe.
Oh my.
And I'm like, this is my friend calling me, and I'm like, yeah, you have COVID. She said it like that, and I was like, what? I literally was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, who is this? And then I put the phone down and I look at JC. I was like, I have COVID. And she was like, what the fuck? And then I said, guys, I have COVID to you and Dad.
Yeah.
And you looked up and you started laughing. You went, no way. And I was like, it's not funny.
Well, but then,
and then Dad is still on his phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dad,
The sauce is
Dad,
killing the vine.
Dad. He won't look up. I'm
Yeah.
like, Dad, hello? Like yelling at him. He looks at me. He's like, what? I'm like, I have fucking COVID. And he's like, panic.
Anyway, long story short.
Hyperventilating, crying.
Yes. Long story short, you got tested that night and didn't have it.
I got tested rapid and PCR that night and didn't have it.
So the test was from like 72 hours before, right? Or how
Yes,
long
but
did
like
it
if I
take?
had COVID, it would have
Yeah.
showed up on the PCR. Like again, like what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, who knows how accurate those tests were initially.
I
and
think
then
they mixed
kind
up
of
my
how
test
they
with
are now.
someone because I remember being like, are they like they have a lot of tests in their hand? Like, you know what I mean? It was like
Maybe.
sketchy. It was weird.
Yeah.
But
now everyone's living with it.
oh,
right?
and I got an antibody test and I didn't have antibodies, so I know I didn't have it. Any haters can say it's fake.
Yeah, they might have to say it's fake. Do you know
Whatever.
anyone with a fake vaccine card that you want to shout out here on the podcast?
I don't know if I know anyone with
Moderna.
fake. I don't know if I know anyone with fake vaccine cards, but I do know people that are not vaccinated.
There are a lot of people in this country who are unvaccinated.
Yeah, and I won't expose them, but like you know them too.
I mean, there's like 100. What do you mean I know them? There's like 100 million people in the country who
Sure,
are
but like
vaccinated.
yeah, sure. Celebrities are surprising to me, honestly.
mean?
Because I feel like all celebrities like are very liberal people.
And you feel that they
Like
would
Nicki
have the
Minaj
vaccine.
not having the vax is like pretty.
Sure. Well, her
hyping
cousin's friend had like swollen bulls, so
That's-
you gotta understand why she
Yeah,
doesn't
but did you
want
see
it.
what Meghan McCain like? I don't know why I saw this, but Meghan McCain like tweeted something over her tweet and was like, "Stop! Don't spread like false information."
Yeah.
Like that's really a crazy thing to say.
Uh-huh.
It's one thing to be like, "I don't want to get vaxxed," but like, don't like, come on, that's kind of crazy. And then Nicki Minaj said something back that was like really aggressive and kind of funny, and then
It's like Twitter beef.
yeah, and then
Do
she.
you tweet?
I don't tweet really, but I
You follow
Twitter. You know,
You twat.
I twat. I swipe on Twitter. I love Twitter. Twitter's the best platform.
That's interesting you say that. I'm like on Twitter.
You're
I like
following
I
on
like
people.
Instagram the most, and then maybe TikTok, and then maybe Twitter after that. What are those? Those are like the three main, are they not? Facebook, but people
Snapchat.
don't even really look at Facebook. I feel like it's a younger generation that looks at Snapchat, an older generation that looks at Facebook. It was a younger crowd for TikTok, but now, you know, like a lot more people are getting into it. And Instagram, in my opinion, is probably like the most spread out used social media platform for like ages.
Everyone has Instagram.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like 12 to 90, like everyone has Instagram.
Yeah, I like Facebook. Is it just annoying at this
Yeah,
point?
Facebook is just like older people's opinions that you were friends with.
And like ads.
Yeah, a lot of ads. Well, Instagram, I don't want them to friggin' hear me right now. Good thing you flipped over your phone, and so Siri can't hear me. But like ads on Instagram more prevalent between the stories now. And Snapchat got so bad with the ads that like I stopped.
I don't even
They
know.
have
The only
like
thing
those minute videos, and they have
minute videos until you can do
5-second
what?
ads. Like they have the minutes Snapchat videos of like they'll put a title and then you watch like a minute video, but every like 15 seconds there's an ad. So when you click through, you know, like Snapchat,
And you can't
you're supposed
get out of it?
So it's like really,
that's
really intense.
annoying.
Yeah.
But I miss like the Daily Mail on Snapchat. And like
Oh,
all
wait,
the,
like yeah, like
see some
3 or 4 years
crazy
ago,
shit
those
on
were,
that.
that was crazy.
I would
stuff.
have more to talk about. If I
What
had
happened
Snapchat.
with that? I don't think
do you
I've
mean?
even seen it anymore.
I thought they still do it.
They might do it, but I'm telling you, these 5-second ads that they put between that you can't skip is really killer. Like
That's really crazy.
I don't like looking at Snapchat because of that. Like Instagram, you can keep flying
Yeah,
through.
same with TikTok. You
Yeah.
can't. That's really crazy.
Yeah, like
It's
they're
like
trying
Hulu.
to trying to get like that money from those money, the money from the advertisers, but
Right.
like they're losing.
Couldn't they get
user
the money
bases.
anyway if they?
Yeah, but not
had-
as much. Not as much if you're able to flip through the ad. You know.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting? Instagram owns Snapchat. So why are they doing that?
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Look that up. I don't think.
And
that's true.
Facebook owns Instagram.
No, I know that, but I don't think anyone. I think Snapchat's
Wait, I
its
just
own
made that
thing.
up?
Yeah, you did make that up. They did get an offer to be bought like years ago for like $3 billion. That guy Evan Spiegel
And they
said
said
no.
no.
Who's dating? What's her name?
Oh,
Mira.
you're right.
What's her
Snapchat
name?
is owned by Snap Inc. You know Snapchat?
What's that
What?
girl's name? Miranda Kerr. Is that her name?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Is that
her
who-
name. The
if that's who
guy
you're
who
talking
the
about?
guy who owns
Oh, right. You're right.
Snapchat.
Yeah, right.
Married
You
to
know
her.
Snapchat's headquarters are in Venice, California.
Yeah, didn't you live
And
there for a
when
summer?
I lived there for a summer, there were just like signs and like so many
I
kind
remember
of
seeing
forms
that
of protest
years ago.
against
Oh,
it.
Really?
Because Venice is very like beach town.
Yeah.
And people were just like Snapchat headquarters, like get out of here. It was in like a
How do you mean? Why would it being a beach town say Snapchat?
because
said,
like
"Get outta
have
here"?
you been to Venice?
Yes.
It's
long
like
time
South
ago.
Beach. It's like Lincoln Road vibes. So
Sure.
like, and there are nicer areas of it, but like,
Uh-huh.
it's very like beachy and like people live there and people go surfing and people
People don't have businesses on the boardwalk.
like you're not supposed to
Unless
have a
you have a t-shirt
headquarters on.
shop.
Yeah, you can't have a head. Yeah,
I
it's
wonder if they
stupid.
still have that there. I mean, it's probably one
Definitely.
of their
I mean, it's a
many-
dope place to have an
right, it's one of
office,
their
but everyone
many
else hates you.
headquarters, I'm sure.
I don't think
It
so.
must be. You think they're gonna fit 40,000 workers?
I don't
in
think
that
40,000 workers are in the building.
I'm saying, but Snapchat probably has a lot of people working for them. There's no way they can all fit in
bet
that
you
little
Snapchat has so
building
many people
on
remote.
Venice Boulevard. That's true.
Coders.
That's
Coders.
true. Yeah. Imagine
I
you start coding.
There's not like I would not even be able to know
Sure.
how to start.
You know
that.
what? You figured you do learn a lot of stuff once you're like, okay, I have to learn this. Like if, for example,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
know
like
what would
math and
entice
shit.
you. Yeah, I don't know what would entice you to learn how to code. But for example, you're very good at Spanish. You are probably the best Spanish speaker out of all three of the kids in
Probably.
the family. Yes, probably.
Definitely.
So you can survive, speaking Spanish, but that's also because you were immersed in
Spanish is
the
language is
right?
much different than coding, I think.
Well, when did you start speaking Spanish? Because then you went to Spanish camp when you were also
Kindergarten.
you were also what 12 when you went to Spanish camp,
14, 15,
and then you went abroad.
20.
And where was that? Barcelona.
Madrid.
Okay, but you had gone to Barcelona. That
I've
was a
been
city
to Barcelona.
You visited
Not
while you were
abroad.
in Madrid.
No.
Who'd you go there with? Which one of your
Dad.
friends?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm just talking about how
Abroad?
you were immersed into the Spanish culture, so you had to
Right.
learn how to speak Spanish. But yeah, sure.
But I
who'd
don't
you
think
go
that
to
I'll be
abroad with?
immersed in coding culture.
Yeah, that's true. Like you just someone at Google's like, here, we're gonna give you 5 mil.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to code.
Yeah. No.
Maybe there you go. You might be immersed. Who'd you go there with? Which friend?
Where? Abroad?
Yeah.
I didn't.
guess
I mean, I
that's
went
what
with my
I'm talking about.
school. Like I went. What do you mean? I went.
Oh yeah.
What are you
don't
talking
go
about?
with like specific people.
Well, I mean,
to
I knew
abroad.
like Sophia,
Not
like my
going
friend
on
Sophia went
Birthright.
with me.
Sure.
Right. I didn't
Right.
go on Birthright though.
You didn't go on Birthright.
Right.
Oh, and you were supposed to, but COVID.
Right. Dad, if you're listening, it's your fault.
Oh my gosh. Why was that Dad's fault? He told you to go to a
Because
specific
I was
date?
going when I graduated college
Yeah.
with Lauren Adelson.
Uh-huh.
You
Is
should
she
be listening
listening?
to this. Lauren, are you
What's
listening?
that? What's that?
And we were gonna go, and then we had it all booked, and then my dates were during Dad's 60th birthday, and he was like, "You're not going."
Yeah, rightfully so.
What do you mean?
Why would you go to?
He
why
now-
would you go somewhere on your dad's 60th
He
birthday?
now regrets it. He says he should have let me
Oh
go.
my God, no.
He says he should have let me go. He should have, because then I was gonna
What
go the
did he
next
even do
year.
for that?
COVID. This year, COVID. Next year, too old.
No. Didn't I go when I was?
You went when you're 24, no?
You must be. No, I
Or 23. Or what? Did you go when you were 26?
I don't know. Should we call it Andy right now? I forget. It was like 5 years ago.
Okay, so 24.
No. You know what? It was probably, I don't know, what would show up on my time hop. Yeah, you're right. Fine. Let's say I was 24 years old.
Yeah, well,
right? Wait,
I'm
so
24 now.
you're not going to go. That's it for you?
I mean, I would love to go, but like if I can't go next year,
uh-huh.
I'm out. Someone's gonna have
Didn't
to buy
they
me a trip
extend
to
the
Israel.
age?
They did, but like I don't want to be the oldest one there, like
That's
a weirdo.
funny. Look at this. This is a picture of Chloe from a year ago. What was that? That's a Jewish holiday outfit.
Let me see.
Show the camera again.
Oh my god.
I have time hop. I've talked about this app
Can you
before.
burn this photo?
This isn't even an ad, but there's Chloe
Okay.
sitting on the chair.
Why did you
Time
take that
hop.
of me? Because you were like, damn,
I was
Chloe.
burped. Well, I was probably sending it to someone when I did it.
Oh.
Whoops. You know how when you do that sometimes you send it, you're like, oh yeah, that's my sister.
Yeah.
That's like literally what I did.
sure.
Because I'm seeing the picture. This is the same time of year when I was seeing that chick. So I was taking pictures
Yeah,
of
I was gonna
grandma.
say, but then I didn't want to say her name.
Yeah, don't. Imagine.
No free ads.
Yeah, literally. But what else is up, Chloe? We've talked about a lot this episode. Nothing too intense in particular. We kept it pretty light for brother sister.
We can get
episode.
dark. We can get dark.
No, we don't have to.
Okay, we
What
don't have
what's your favorite part about New York City? Considering you actually were born here in Manhattan,
Yeah,
I believe
unlike
on
you.
like the 34th Street Hospital or
Yeah,
something.
NYU.
And I moved here when I was 6 weeks old. So you
should stop
have
telling
a
people
leg
that.
up on me in terms of being from the city. What's your favorite part about New York City? Chloe went to college at Syracuse, which is about 4 hours away via car, if you guys know, upstate New York. Great college, but what drew you back to New York, and what will keep you in New York for the future? Because you spent some time in LA as well.
I know, and I actually love LA. But What do I love about New York City? I don't know. Like, that's such a crazy question.
Yeah, it is. You said we can go deep and dark.
Is this deep?
Yeah, that's dark.
Okay.
No, don't go dark.
This
You're like, got wasted. Yeah. Threw up in the cab.
Yeah, fell asleep on the sidewalk. No, I don't know. Like, it's a great place. Who doesn't love the city? It can be
a lot of people.
overwhelming.
Sure.
Fine. Sorry, you're right. It can be overwhelming. Sometimes I get overwhelmed. It's nice leaving the city. But, like, it's really cool being able to be like, yeah, I'm born and raised here.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? What is it? I said this the other day. You flew here, we grew here.
Oh, yeah, that's awful. That's so lame. Is that what you were saying at sleepaway camp?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Kenwood.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a great place to be. Everyone's like, I find that the people that I know that grew up in the city are just like, the majority, obviously, like there are obviously exceptions, but majority are great people and like cool and like we're independent really young and like you are a lot, I think, more open-minded than a lot of other places.
That's very true, yeah. Because you started taking the subway to school when you were what, 14, 13?
No, because we lived 2 blocks from school until...
No, but high school.
High school, you're not 13.
How old
I started taking, because we lived on the Upper East.
Right,
I didn't take the subway.
Grades, so
Right. I didn't take the subway by myself until I was in 10th grade, but that's only because that's when we were in the West Village when I went uptown to Dwight.
Yeah, but that's also when you went to school with Katie. So, like, you were...
Right. By myself,
younger.
11th grade, because Katie had graduated by then.
Well, when did Katie start, you think? 14, 15?
High school.
Yeah, which is 9th grade.
10th grade. She left Friends after 9th grade, not 10th.
She did?
Yeah, she was at Friends for high school for 1 year.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that.
And you know what? Biggest plot twist, she did well at Friends.
They want me there.
So I don't...
It's fucked up when a middle school can be like, we don't want you for high school. Like, I went K through 8.
But is it because of sports or was it because of academics?
What? It was...
Were you asked to leave? Seriously.
What do you mean? They were like, we want you to leave. You're too good of an athlete.
Because you were missing a lot of school.
No, I just wasn't doing well in school. And
so
think that's all I cared about.
Was doing so badly.
This is the time also when they were trying to raise their academic standard. You know, they wanted to be like with those other really good schools in New York City.
I always thought they were really good.
That's why they were kicking. Yeah, but that's why they were like kicking people like me out.
Okay, so mom and dad have never said to me why I left. I mean, they were like, "Oh, you're gonna leave for high school."
Yeah.
And they never said, but they never told me like if there was a specific reason.
And
this whole time,
the school gives you an inkling, like you gotta
right?
leave.
Or they ask you,
or they'll be like, you won't be able to. I wasn't asked to leave. I don't think.
No,
but
you were definitely asked to leave.
No, I was.
Yes, you were.
No, I was not.
Yes, you were.
I was suggested that I should leave. I wasn't asked.
Well, they weren't like, or you could stay. Like,
they might have.
Say that
I wasn't in the
too.
boardroom, but I think it was more of like it was a nudge. You should go. You should leave. What do you mean? You don't think it was a nudge for you?
So I have been living my life being like, I wasn't asked to leave, but we left. And recently I'm like, I was probably asked to leave. I got probably 10 academic warnings, 8th grade.
Okay, I did get a lot of academic
warnings. And then they changed it to academic notifications.
Academic notification? No.
Yeah,
we had academic concerns.
More PC. No, it was warnings.
No, well, it went from warnings to concerns. What? Who just called you?
I think it's my boss.
Your boss hit you. It's so funny how girls, anytime you're hanging out with her, and this is my sister here too, they flip their phone upside down.
Oh, I'm doing it because I'm okay.
You know, I'm just saying, like if you're at dinner, you don't want anyone to see who's freaking.
The only time you see me putting my phone face down is where I'm very busy, or if I'm spending quality time with someone that I don't want to be distracted by my phone.
When's the last time you were here at the studio?
There was a time. Remember, like a couple months ago, I came here for what reason? After work, I walked here.
Vaguely, because you work semi-close to here, kind of.
Yeah.
Do you like your work attire, the stuff that you are allowed to wear to work?
I just wear this.
Interesting, yeah. That's a big part of it, I think, that people don't talk about as much. You know, like when you work in a job, 9 to 5, I mean, you typically have a uniform.
You know what the biggest part of it actually is? I mean, not the biggest part, but a big part is location. Like mark my words, my office is in the worst part of New York City. Location, and if you can guess it, I'll like your comment. But it's so terrible. I actually have a video that I could show you later of a homeless guy standing on the street with his pants down and going like that, and his wiener is like...
You have a video?
His wiener is this long, a foot.
No, we're not going to put it in here, but we'll like to see
it. But yeah,
and
then like I saw like a guy just like rips it out like once a day. It's terrible. There's nothing like walking by Madison Square Garden at 8 a.m.
What do you want to end it on here, Chloe?
I have had a really good day though.
That's great.
Yeah.
I saw you walking the dog in the park.
Yeah, it was really, really nice.
Do you guys know I have a dog? Lola? It's my mom's dog. Yeah, you must know. Lola's a great dog.
I'm rolling my eyes if you can't see.
I named her Lola.
Yeah, and
Yep, and I named her.
Sure, okay.
We'll
leave it at that.
Jinx.
Yeah, okay.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into the Ted Jones World Podcast. Clones, you're a good kid. What should I title this episode? Should I say your full name so people know it on the title? Is that what I'll say?
Don't say full name.
You guys already know, like, the title. So we're right now brainstorming the title, but you already say My Sister Chloe.
The best podcast with my sister Chloe.
Oh, that's a good one. That's not even clickbait.
That's
It was a good one.
Guys,
Monday, October 4th, 7 p.m., which my sister here will be at. You guys come have dinner, drinks. It's going to be a swell time. I cannot wait to see you guys there. Link is in this video description or on my Instagram page, Ted Jones World. Link in bio. Thanks, guys. Peace.